All right, boom, we live. All right, off the cuff. I give myself a handicap because shit, it's called off the cuff for a reason. You know, a lot of times I try to get in here prepared or whatever, but I don't let that happen just so I can be more natural and try to flow things out. So, talking to peoples and good friends and whatnot, and we're talking about basically what the title is about. Why do video games suck? And it's not just because they're bad, but more like why aren't we as players um, as enthusiastic as we used to be in the retro scene, or why do we not want to come back to these games? And the facts are, for me, it's replayability. A lot of these modern games are one and done, and if they're not, it's because they're a live service, and then that live service needs to have content. And then how do you pay for that content? You're going to need microtransactions, and a lot of the people like us like games that are, if you're going to pay $60, $70 for a game, you want one whole complete experience, right? And last show we were talking about, or I made the analogy of it's like soul food, you know, folks didn't have the best quality of cut of meat or vegetables or whatnot, and they did what they could to make the best of something, and how you could feel the heart and the compassion of what they put into the food. And for me, it's the same for everything, right? Video games or movies. So let me use another analogy: movies, right? It's like they're not the same either. And I'm starting to notice a trend when I go, when I just look at the facts or the factoids, and it seems to be the things that are lower budget tend to end up being better. Now, why is that? Well, I guess if you just break it down right, it's because the person's given a challenge. You got to do more with less. And being able to overcome these challenges of using, practical effects, example for the movies, it's just better. Look at comedy. Adam Sandler. I think a lot of us could say that his older movies were better than his newer ones. And what's the facts involved in that? The money. Give that man $1 million and his movies are dookie. Give him like a $30,000 to $100,000 budget, and the movies are comedy gold. And it seems to be that case for everything, to include video games. Mario, look at the replayability of Mario. No matter what age, you could put any kid in front of Mario Brothers, the original Nintendo one, and they're going to keep coming back and coming back. And it's as simple as it is. And I believe it was because those folks had less to work with, but at the same time, they were putting out A quality products. And it's a lot with the Nintendo games, and then you'll see that in the indie scene. Of course, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of games that do suck in the indie scene, but at the same time, we find a lot of gold. Prince was mentioning, if I recall right, it was Among Us. It was out for a couple of years before some YouTuber picked it up, and then it just kicked up steam. Now it's one of the most played games there is. But look how simple it started off, right? They did something uh, less, and they made more of it. And I just believe that with these companies making these AAA games or quadruple A games, it's sucking the soul out of the industry. They're putting a lot on the developers. The developers aren't having the quality control that they want because the people on the board They're like, look, you know, we invested like $1 million in this shit. You're gonna release the crap tomorrow or else, versus waiting for something to be complete. Look what happened to Cyberpunk. It was almost what, a year to 2 years before they finally were able to admit we fixed the game. Just imagine if the current Cyberpunk released today, what it is today, when it was supposed to be launched. I don't think people would stop talking about it. The awards would be off the charts. And I just don't know if there will ever be a fix. Not with the bigger studios. I believe the future of play in the gaming industry as a whole is going to be the indie scene. It's going to be compassionate people who keep games going after they die or create their own with minimum resources to make a quality gaming experience. Let me see if I can put up an example here. See, Mario Bros. Original cost. All right, let's look. I mean, don't get me wrong, things were older, but we'll account for like inflation and everything else, right? So let's see here. Put in presents. That was the wrong one. Oop, here we go. Hey, what's up, brother?
What's going on?
I was just talking about, I don't know if you were able to see, just talking about the state of play, what we were talking about earlier, and how I believe that it's just like the soul food analogy. And I was using movies as an analogy that I believe when people are pushed to work with less, they put out more. You know, Adam Sandler's older movies were low budget, you know, but they were gold. Now you give that man money and it's garbage. You know, it's going to be the same for Peele. You know, he's putting out quality movies right now, but you know, I'm scared what's going to happen when they give that man a real budget. You know, like, is he going to be true to everything? But yeah, and I believe in the end, it's going to come down to these indie folks keeping the industry going. It isn't going to be these big budget guys.
Yeah,
it's too corporate where they force these guys to release these games when they're not ready. Could you imagine if they today or released or back then released Cyberpunk as it is now? Then,
right,
it would probably be heralded as one of the greatest games of all time. They missed the boat. You know, they missed the boat.
Yeah, everybody's so focused. Well, the AAA companies are so focused on cashing in big time and selling you more from the game. Like, it's an unfinished product. It's
right.
Like my experience of like when I played in your WWF in your house back in the day. Like you can tell that like there's missing things from the game, and like most of these games, there's missing things, and then they say, "Oh yeah, we'll supplement it as DLCs," and then you pay more money into it, and it's just like, man, just the state of everything now is that not only are you paying for the DLCs, the games are going up $20 more from $59.99 to $69.99, $70.
Yeah. They're pushing live. They're pushing this live service thing.
Yeah.
But my problem is, what happens when you go away?
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's a place for it. You know, please continue to make your destinies and all that. You know, I'm not saying, but at the same token, the big corporations are just stopping to make other games.
Yeah.
You know, like how long has it been? I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, now we have better technology and stuff like that, but they could have did just a reboot of Final Fantasy and just up the graphics and had the same damn game going, and people would have been stellar about it.
Yes.
You know, like 7, of course. But you know, it baffles me how they hang on to these low hanging fruits, and knowing they can make hundreds of millions and be successful. It could be every goddamn 2 years, and they can keep rebooting Final Fantasy 7, and it's going to keep them afloat. You know,
Yeah.
like I just don't understand it, why they don't hear what people want.
Yeah,
and just can't deliver.
And then say you grew up loving the game, you became a game developer, and said, "Man, one day I just wish I would work for Konami or work for Data East or work for Capcom, right?" And then like you own your own independent studio, and you're like, "Man, I have a graphic designer, I have a whole team. Hey, Capcom, you guys haven't." Oh well, I won't use them. I would say somebody bigger like Nintendo. Hey, Nintendo, you guys been sitting on Kid Icarus for so long, and the only thing we've only got was the NES game, and then we got a 3DS game.
Yeah.
Allow us to make a game for you. Oh no, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna make money. You like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Look what they did when Nintendo 3DS, right?
Yeah.
I had owned one, and you know why the only you know the only reason I owned the Nintendo 3DS was for?
What's that?
It was for that Mega Man Legends that they were going to come out with.
Oh shit, yeah.
And remember, it was a fan-based game where the community was making it. They had the backing of the original Mega Man creator, and they were giving it's Capcom, right? And they were giving it off to Capcom, and things and I bought it because they were going to have a demo,
right?
And it scrapped it. And you know what these motherfuckers said?
What?
They blamed the fans and said that it wasn't going to sell or some bullshit like that. Yeah.
Yep.
Even though it had all that hype, and the fans were creating it with the backing of the creator, and it was a 100% fan input game. Like, they were creating the character designs, and they had everything going, and I was just in love. I'm like, yo, like, this is going to be badass. And they had a whole demo, man. A whole fucking demo ready to go. I mean, you can see it on YouTube and watch it, and they canceled the whole project, and they blamed the fans.
Yeah. It's sad. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like,
none.
What they did with Street Fighter, like they used the Unity engine to make Street Fighter 4 and 5, but you haven't touched like Darkstalkers or made another Final Fight with that same engine. You're like, people are begging for these titles, and then nonetheless, you can't even get you can't even get some of these companies to come off on these titles to use to be remade, and it's just like, oh man, like I can't do another. I mean, yes, I can, but
right. I know what you're saying.
Do I really want to see another Resident Evil? Like, you have more IPs. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they do. What was that? It was this one, Planet. It was like Planet something.
About.
It was like you had the. It was like some Frozen Planet shit, but it was almost like a Starship Troopers bit. But you know, but to your point, they have so much to work with, and I'm not understanding what the stuttering is about. Don't get me wrong. It is wasteful just to go think you're going to make something that's going to make money and it doesn't. But yet, with those games you were talking about, we're adults now, and we're in a position that it's going to have a base. And even if you put it at a lower budget, how about, it doesn't have to be some Street Fighter 6 level shit.
Right.
You can
Exactly.
still have a good fighting game. You can still have a good fighting game. Like, people still will play the original Street Fighter 2, like, like I'm not understanding it. And then if it has a demand, guess what you could do the next couple of years? Put that shit Unreal Engine 5 or some bullshit and have a freaking, a thing. But they I just don't get it. I wish I did. Maybe there's some secret I don't know about in the licensing scene.
Right. It just seems like, say for instance, all right, we'll say for it, we'll use DuckTales Remastered as an example, right?
Mm-hmm.
It seems like maybe some of the guys had left Capcom and then went over to WayForward, and because they had that relationship work-wise, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll make that happen. We'll do the remaster of Disney's in for it. But then, like anything else, you're not doing anything. And it's just like, it's obscene. And then what's some other games? Jesus, it was in my mind, but DuckTales was one of those that came to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like Hardcorp's Rising. It's another Contra game, but I think Sammy Sega or Sega Sammy, they did that game for Konami, and it's like, man, like Konami, like what? Like, well, you've had these companies made awesome games for you, right? But then, like, there's nothing else you won't touch. You won't touch Jackal. You won't touch Legendary Wings. You won't touch, like, why hasn't Nintendo done another Metroid? Like, I mean, Metroid Dread, but like Prime.
Right, the Prime one. Like, dude, now's the time. Imagine that on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting here telling me we can't have a Prime,
right?
That it's just awkward. I don't know what they're waiting on. Yeah, because the DuckTales took man, that's like what, almost 20 years.
Yeah, and then also Microids. Microids was able to do what is it? Is it Data East that did Taito did Operation Wolf. Microids did what? Operation Wolf Returns, and it's a decent game on the Oculus.
Yes. I just don't. Some titles are what do you call it? A slippery slope, right? Like I don't know. One of my favorites though, but like Primal Rage, right? Like that would be a tough audience to get, a huge turnout for. But at the same time, like, I'm not understanding if you had, this is exaggerate. I'm exaggerating big time, but just to give a viewpoint, like if it took $1,000 to make the original Primal Rage, why can't you set aside like a $25,000 to $50,000 budget for the new one, then, and you know what I mean, and just make something on that level? But instead, what they're trying, they're like, oh well, we're gonna have to spend $300,000 on this. I'm like you can make games that are just above the original, and it does not have to break the bank. It does not have to break the bank, and they will be good. You can't sit here and tell me that you can't make a Metroidvania style game, or Castlevania style game, and it doesn't have to break the bank to be good. We got, hey Gallagher, how you doing today? He says, I think they are focused on making it look good, right? It ends up looking like a really nice shell of a game, but no substance though, and 200 gigabytes of wasted space on your system.
He's hit it. Yeah.
Hey, you got it, man. You got it. It's just the waste of space. Like, it doesn't, I'm no developer, but you can't sit here and tell me. I mean, I've seen good games come from those video game maker crap that they put on out for consoles, you know, like Game Maker 4, and these guys spend their heart on it and write down storyboards, and just even young kids from high school would write. I remember when those systems would come out and they would have like just stack of books and they'll have a whole storyline written out on who's the who and the what's the what, and the rest was just programming. And that's the whole point, is I'm saying, is that the passion, like, you know, some type of manga writer, it's just gone, and it's not translating to the quality of work that's being put out in the games. You could just tell when, even if a game's not all that great in quality, you could tell when they put the heart and fun into it. You know, the first thing, right. Anthem was just empty, an empty, hollow shell, which was a shame because the mechanics were down for Anthem, and it's just like, and then they promised they were going to reboot it and give us Anthem 2.0, and I was so excited for that. It sucked. It was such a shame. What else we got? I mean, look what they're doing with the Personas. I mean, if this doesn't make my freaking point, the original Persona 3 has been remade. Shit, it's not even here. They just released the Persona 3 a couple weeks ago, the newer one.
Damn.
And yeah, it'll be like 2023. Let's see here. Let's see, Persona 3 remake. It just came out February the 2nd. And let me pull it up. Share this tab. Yeah, see, Persona 3 Reload. They added some stuff, I assume, and I haven't really watched it much. But my point is, look at this old title. And it's something people want. And they brought it back. And so they're not short of IPs, they're not short of ideas.
Yep.
So because some games deserve modernization. Yeah, you know, here's the premise, right? Step into the shoes of transfer student, fight with your friends. Persona 3 is a captivating reimagining of the genre-defining RPG reborn for the modern era. Like, why wouldn't you? Yeah. Why would, you know, like, it's better than, you know, looking at the old graphics. And then anything that they could have fixed, you know, you fix on the way. But my point is, the heart, the soul of the industry just seems to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last bastion is going to be these indie guys. And I just hope they don't get bought out. And I hope they don't get out, and I hope they don't sell out when that happens. What's your thought?
You know, it's crazy that you say that, because Microsoft, that's something similar that Microsoft did, and they were buying out all of these indie studios and then not even utilizing them. I mean, look, they got I think the guys from Cuphead, MDHR Studios, right? I think, or Studio MDHR. I think they're a part of the umbrella under Microsoft because they needed help with the game, the funding to get it completed. But like, with all this time, with Cuphead already being translated to other platforms, you would already thought Microsoft would have put it in their minds like, hey man, let's pop out a new baby. Let's get a Cuphead 2. We should already be on Cuphead 3 or
how did they not have a Cuphead 2 by now? Like, that's insane to me.
And then and you see what they did to Battletoads? Jesus.
No, it's like, I didn't.
Yeah, like I believe Xbox or Microsoft owns RAR, and they made a new Battletoads game. And that game is kind of blockage, like it's like Johnny Bravo blockage, like cartoon blockage.
like that new turtle blockish crap from like. Ew.
Yeah. It's just like, oh man. Or they'll just buy them up so PlayStation can't get them, and then they don't do anything with the properties.
I think it's a secret monopoly that they'll buy them up just like you said, but it's to purposely destroy them so that they don't they can't make a game.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Okay, check this out. So there was a studio that Electronic Art bought up, and it was called Pandemic Studios.
Okay.
And if I recall, they closed down just after they made one of the best video games for me of all time. And I think it's one of the, for me, I don't know the facts other than I know when I talk about it, a lot of people don't know about it. It's called The Saboteur. You ever heard of it?
Yes.
Have you ever played it?
No. And don't they have like a Saboteur 1.0, 2.0, and so on and so on?
Made one game.
Okay.
And it's one of the most, it's a sleeper hit, and it's one of the most slept on games for me in video game history. I just Googled it, and then guess what? First thing when I was just typing, it says, I can't believe I never played The Saboteur just to make my point. And this game had all the right formulas. So you remember when you played Grand Theft Auto 3 and you were just like, damn, like this is perfect, but I wish the police acted more realistic in the sense that if I shoot somebody out in the middle of, the mountains, why are they chasing me all the way from the city kind of crap, right? Well, The Saboteur, it fixed that, man. Like, if you shot a guy and nobody was around to see it, and you weren't in the area, you're clear.
Damn.
Like, so, and it had this formula of you could fight back during, like, say you get like a stage 4 police chase going on. You could join with the people, the rebels, and they would fight, and you can fight back, and then they'll all come out. You could hold down, do a standoff kind of fight bit, and beat them back.
That's awesome.
So it was it's a World War II thing with the Nazis, and I believe it was based in France. Yeah, it was in France. And you join the resistance, and then if you kept running over people, the resistance will like kill you. They'll like come out of their houses and shit, and it had and it had like the Assassin's Creed shit going on. It had everything, man. Let me put it up here real quick.
Okay.
Hopefully I don't get the strike or whatever.
World games that people say like, oh man, you gotta play it. It's kind of like
I'm telling you. I've never seen this video.
That's offensive. We're gonna play it and find out. Oh wow.
Oh,
we're
wow.
starting
off
with some
so if you pay for the thing, they have pasties, and if you remove it, they show their nipples.
Like this level
on
of
the
nudity
console
from the very start.
That is
yeah, it was straight up nipples.
Girls dance for them.
Wow.
Yeah. There we go. We did it. Suckers! Oh, what happened? There was a big explosion. All right, we did it. We did it. Yeah. Oh yeah, now we.
So you see the map over here?
Yeah.
So like, say you kill like one of these red dots, a little ring will go around it, and as long as you're not within that ring, where the noise was, because like if you shot the shot, it will leave a ring around you, and you just need to be out of that zone when it happens.
Okay, my room is behind here.
Wow.
Of course. Yep.
Love this. This is just like, it's like a B movie. Woo! Let's go. Okay.
Your stream was stopped.
Here. Oh god, it's a dead end. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. We're just gonna squeeze through here. Oh, wait, we escaped the police. At first, I was like, I don't want. Yeah, that's right. Let me do a little cross there. All right, it's time to get ourselves some Nazi scalps. Oh my god, they're just torturing people. Okay, this is what sneaking looks like. It's arching your hands a little bit. Oh, really? We weren't worried about this huge complex. We thought it was just for cars. Hey, buddy. Oh!
This game was so badass.
All right, we're gonna climb the sign. Yeah.
And I think you could change costumes in this
Thank
too.
goodness for these handy,
Just like
dandy
Assassin's
bikes.
Creed.
If Sean ever says I
Type
make my
shit.
own luck, I'm gonna.
I mean, the
lose
Assassin's Creed was the
it. I got this
parkour,
guy.
and then I believe you could change costumes like you could in Hitman.
Oh, it's Franziska. They're speaking some language of the fatherland.
And then as you played it and you liberated a zone, it would go from black and white to color.
No, I don't think so. Woo. You're safe.
Oh, you're unharmed, child.
Thanks, Sean.
Veronique.
Where is my brother?
Oh.
Where's Jules?
So dead. Press F for Jules.
Where will we go? West. It's our only chance. Right. To Paris, then.
Yes, to the B. Okay,
Let's go then.
I'm no longer suspicious. I'm just
Okay, there we go.
Sean.
So here's how it's
Climbing,
work.
crawling.
So you had a suspicion bit. Certain behaviors attracted attention of the Nazis. You can carry a gun openly, planting explosives, climbing, brawling, entering a restricted area, and getting too close to Nazis. And then everything that you could do everything in reverse too, as far as like as long as they didn't see you.
Getting
can get away with
close
it.
to Nazis.
Yeah, take these. With pleasure.
Oh. Would you? No. Put it away. Put it away. B. Okay.
Let's go then.
I'm no longer suspicious. I'm just Sean. Oh no! Now we're back in the black and white.
We need to get Vittori out.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get Vittori right now.
What's the plan? First, you're going to need a change of clothes.
I
Come
like
again,
my
kill
clothes.
that sentry quietly and take his uniform.
Oh my god. Holding.
Oh
out
yeah,
the
so I
old-
was right. Yeah, so you could change your outfit. You could disguise yourself just like in Hitman. So it had all the mechanics. So it's like everything rolled up into one.
Allow you to walk like a Nazi. All right, I'm going to steal a Nazi costume. Aha.
Shit you couldn't do in the other games. Swim. I mean,
Yeah,
everything
never gonna
that
suspect.
this game made everything right.
And- Oh! Wow, dude, that was dumb of you. So we're gonna disguise. Oh hell yeah! And pick up the gun.
Yeah, so it showed off that you could stow your weapons. You can change your outfits.
I heard that you said you could swim.
You could swim. And this was during the era of like, original Assassin's Creed type shit,
I'm walking like Nazi. Not worry about me.
And then so in this zone, it's in black and white, but when you liberate it, it would color would take it. So it had this Noir effect going on.
Nice.
It was just such artistry in
I'm
this
just
game.
a simple
See how,
soldier.
that
My
little
name
ring
is,
dotted?
Johann Kleber. Walk
Yeah,
at
yep.
very normal speed. Do not worry. Going to walk through the front door, and no one will know better. I'm Jamit Inspector. Jamit Inspector.
See
We're
how
gonna get
it's
the
filling
keys
up.
from the meat guard. Operation Bratwurst. There's a
I remember this
There's
mission.
Vittori right there. Oh, no.
Oh
I'm
wow! So
Manfred,
yeah, that
the new
circle thing
guard.
is like
Hmm.
how like manhunt. If they're aware of your presence,
Right.
it increases.
Oh,
Dude, and you could go on a full murder
Shut up,
spree and nobody
Vittori.
would know
I'm
you
trying
were
to
in the
help you,
area.
dude.
Like it was
Shut up.
awesome. Like it felt so good.
Yeah.
Because killing Nazis,
How bad is this?
Wait,
And
what the hell?
like you
Where'd
would
he come
take on
from?
these hard difficulty stuff. Oh, and they had guess what the airship they would have airships coming in to fucking hunt you. Like eventually you'll see the blimps slowly moving in and then shining spotlights and shit. And you can shoot them down. It was crazy, man.
Oh shit! Blimps for real?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Hell yeah. Give
Let me see if I can.
Officer this morning, bring the bottle back to me. It's worth a small fortune.
Now,
To the
we're-
right people.
were you able to hijack the planes or
Is that
blimps,
blood?
or
It's
that was just like
a
part
river
of?
blood flowing below
the story.
Amazing. This former
I
meatpacking
wanna
built
say you
their
could
home base. Okay,
Get
gotcha.
on a blimp, but I don't
We're in
remember.
the
Let me
streets
see.
of Delhi. Sarah's
Saboteur,
once again, but there are still
wanted
Nazis around.
level.
Right.
Let's see if I can show you what a wanted level look like.
Oh, okay. Got a fancy party.
All right, well,
going on
here's a level 5.
Oh, right there, seriously? Okay.
Wanted.
Oh.
So this is what level 5 will look like. So this is like your max.
Damn it!
And then,
Are they
then
in
you
a
can
Ben-
call in different cars and stuff that you earn. So,
Are they in a Bentley?
yeah, and you could call in allies.
Oh
So
shit!
you could call in like the backup for the resistance and get yourself out of situation. It was crazy.
So did this have like was it co-op? Like say if
No, full single player experience, full game delivered to you out the gate.
Damn, they need to re-release that and then
Look at this.
have like co-op.
You snipe through the window and look how good it feels. This is a level 5 and you're like feel like you're a one-man Rambo.
Wow.
They had all the mechanics, man. Assassin's Creed mechanics, Hitman mechanics. Look at that. Like,
good God. Good grief.
He was some hardcore ass Billy. Oh, I thought it was about to blow up. This is like in-game shit. You ain't pulling that off. See how smart he was? He jumped out of the way.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, for this era, dude. And see how the tank tracking?
Damn. Hey, this is running smoother than Mafia.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is one of the greatest sleeper hits of all time, man. When you play it, it's amazing. And yes, you had a regenerative health too. It wasn't just health pack shit. It's like as long as you didn't take damage, your health came back for after a while.
Okay, so like if you just paced around, you were getting your health back.
Yeah, but you can't take damage.
Okay.
So you saw how he was readied out, but then he didn't take damage for a while. I don't know if you saw that plane coming through.
Damn.
And then there's one where in order to you could fight back with the resistance, like go to like a stronghold and see, look at this shit. He
Wow.
Straight up Assassin's Creed. And this was like during the original version. See? Look at this shit. Escaping on the roof, and they got parkour.
Shite! Bleeding!
And this you say this company is under is owned by
EA, and then they EA put them out of business. This was like the last game they made.
Wow.
Look at that shit.
About
And then-
bloody time.
And then you can hide it like in Assassin's Creed 2. Evade the
Let's move.
Wow,
Dude.
that's phenomenal. That is cool.
Yeah, like let me see here. Assassin's Creed, one of those fight back. Let me see if there's a fight back one. Oh, I know. Blimp. The fuck? I've never seen this. He's got a goddamn car on the blimp, man. What am I looking at? Present.
Is that the same game?
Yeah. I don't know what this is about.
Arisen, follow thy heart to seek the truth.
Oh, Dragon's Dogma 2.
Right. So this shit. Is this some editor? This is an editor. This must be like on the PC. They modded it. Or is this the... Okay,
Yeah.
it's done with scripts. Yeah, it's the modded. I was going to say. I was like, how did they do that? Let's see here. One more. I want to show you what the blimps be looking like.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Zeppelins is what they're calling it here. Present, share screen. Oh. Having fun shooting down the Zeppelins. See how they got a car pickup?
Yeah.
Their
weapons, monsieur.
See? You see this shit? So you had a whole thing where you had all your inventory and what you could call in, and then you had special abilities that you can buy and purchase. So, and you can exchange your primary out, and then that's via your car. And then this guy here.
Okay.
So there's a low-lying Zeppelin right now that if shit was to go crazy, see how it went from color to black and white?
Right.
So there's a Zeppelin there. So you got like, they will come for you, man.
That's crazy.
And then the effect of it falling down. Look at that shit.
Wow.
I'm telling you, man, this game was so cool. I mean, you really felt like, now I gotta go find this game now. I hope they have backplay. I'm gonna download it if that's the case, since it's on PC. Shit. Look at this shit.
Yeah.
This game felt good, man. I'm telling you. Felt really good. And because you felt like you were accomplishing something.
Right. Damn.
Oh yeah, and then the moon. It had night and day cycles. See people shooting, like, because the AI, you had AI resistance too. So right now, oh yeah, so this one, that's them. So since you shot a rocket, the sound is larger. So if you shoot like a gun, it's small. If you made an explosion somewhere else, it'll isolate the other place. So say if you were like here and you shot towards one of the reds down here, the last spot of sound will be around your circle. All you needed to do was escape from that circle if you were like on the streets or something like that.
Okay.
See the spotlights coming down, looking for the area, and then if it spots you, if you're active, they'll hunt you. And then
I wish I would have got this instead of that stupid The Order. Oh man, that game was bad.
All right, so this guy, he's gonna climb the Eiffel Tower. That was a good spot. Oh, and then there was so many collectibles. There was like so much to do to 100% it. You had like collectible
it's
stuff
Dana from
that you
StreamYard.
go
I'm so
find,
excited to announce that.
So the main map portion was the Eiffel Tower, the the capital here, and I mean, look at like you got the population density.
There's people fighting for you out there.
Wow.
No.
And then, just like you said, it's pointless to climb, but you can climb it just because. There's a mission for this Eiffel Tower too. I think you take the elevator and you kind of get like a big old tour. But like he's gonna climb the whole damn thing, dude. Look at that. Just cause.
Shoot. Now, does the game have like I forgot what I was gonna ask. Damn it!
They mapped the whole damn tower.
Wow!
Look at it. Look at the map.
That's insane.
You said the game. Does the game have something?
Yeah, no, you had already answered side quest.
Yes, lots of them. For different objectives and for people and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
To jump from the Eiffel Tower is an achievement. See, so you got where you're at, the objective, target, the marker, hiding points, free play targets, fight back zones. That's what I wanted to find. Fight back zones. That was like the highlight of. Okay, so this is a level 3 alarm. I think 5 is the biggest, but you had zones where you could go and you could fight back. So you could hold it down and be like, "No, we're making our last stand, guys." Ah! So he's gonna sabotage this area. That was the whole point. The saboteur. You blow up shit and fuck up their day. Let's see here. Oop. So I think he's in the fight back zone now. So you should have backup of the resistance.
Dang.
You see how he's smartly going behind the car? Just try to get in it. Go. All right, so he's going to go to the fight back zone. He's got to get to the green area.
Okay.
So they're all around, but they're far distances from each other. Here we go. So you see that zone here? He's about to come up on it. And this is where he can hold it down.
Damn.
I don't think they're going to show it off like I wanted. He got in one of their cars. See, someone else is shooting. But because he fought back with the resistance, he cleared the alarm.
Nice.
Let's see if I can see resistance. Fight back. This guy's got the
Here's
ending.
how you can grow your YouTube following, even if you currently have 0, 10.
Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. Welcome back to my playthrough of the Saboteur. And on today's part, or on the final part, we're gonna be finishing up the game here.
You see the sky, how it's black and in color?
Yeah.
That's how cool the game is, because the black zones is the occupied zones that you haven't freed yet.
Let's do it here.
Oh, that is neat.
So I think
Final
I just saw him
two
running
missions of the
towards
game.
an airplane. Oh,
Where's
okay, that's what
Kessler?
I'm missing.
Back at work.
Doppelsieg then.
Country, this is France.
Okay,
but
look at that. That'll make my point. You see, he showed off a map. If I can pause it on that map part.
Well, to Doppelsieg with
Lass, if I were you.
Where's the
your
map?
funeral.
1 sec. The map was ridiculous.
I'll put you down as close as possible to Doppelsieg without getting my arse shot off. Once you've got the Kesslers, return to the airstrip for extraction.
We'll be there.
Was the map bigger than GTA?
No, but I would say it's honestly more detailed.
let's see what we got.
Then it came out well beyond 3. It was detailed in its own right. I wouldn't say it's bigger than GTA. I don't remember it being bigger than GTA, but it was definitely notable. Like, you wouldn't be like, oh, this is a small little dinky map. You know what I mean?
The crowd
Like,
supposed to see this
it
Tommy
was
gun, perfect, my favorite gun in the
tight.
game. And we'll take the trench gun. So
Because like, look, he's on the outskirts of a whole city.
Germany that we're in right now.
Okay, I found the.
And
It's gonna.
So this is
Here we go. He's gonna put up the map. So.
Okay.
See, like he's zoomed in. And
this is the top right of the map.
See how it further out he can keep backing out. See, so he's up in like Germany, and then France is like all the way on the other side. So you go to different countries. See. So
the rest of the
look at that. Okay. See this shit? Look at all them little dots and stuff.
Country, this is France, but the top right has always been the hardest part of the map to get into. And Doppelsieg factory is right here. This is the place Saarbrücken.
You can cross over to Germany.
That's the name of the region.
It's
a real life.
Damn. I'm telling you, it's detailed.
German city that's located near the French border.
Oh, look at that! Look at this! He got airplane strikes.
That's crazy.
Never mind.
But yeah, man, Sleeper. I think it's one of the greatest games that was ever created. I'm just a fanboy of it, you know. Like, so this came out in 2009.
Wow, shit.
And you know what's interesting? That I'm highly excited about. It says in 2010 it was released on the iOS. Stop.
Holy crap.
Stop. Hold on. The Saboteur on iPad. No way. The Saboteur for iOS. What the fuck? How did I not know this? Dude, that's what it says.
Wow.
I don't know if it's gone, but I'm looking at the fact that it was made. It's got a Mexi score of 73.
That's not bad either.
Like I said, like you know how these things are, you know, people's like this. You got like, cause what Grand Theft Auto was out in 2006? Grand Theft Autos 2010. So GTA was it?
With the 6, the newest one, or the one that's already now?
I was looking at what Grand Theft Auto released in 2010. Okay. These damn things are. I'm assuming it's 4, for sure. The Ballad of Gay Tony. So 5 came out in 2014. So it was definitely 4. They got a lot of every Grand Theft Auto game in chronological history. Because I know what to do. Assassin's Creed release dates. Because they definitely top it off Assassin's Creed as far as mobile stuff. So Assassin's Creed came out in 2007. And I want to say the one that everybody knows the best, the one that right after, that's the one that came out. But it took all these mechanics that made these games popular, and they just did it right. They completely did it right. Let's see here. This is like the ending. What is this? Find your fun. You guys ask Brandon.
And the courage to fight back.
That was funny.
Give me a moment. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
the black and white, color design to show like the most oppressed areas, to feel how depressing and bad the occupation was. And as you hurt the Nazis and you do things to inspire the people of France, the color comes back to the world. So the design was just really well done. But anyways,
Motherfuck!
Will he live? Will he live? Will he live?
Ooh, we did it. Oh, we got it.
And he
Oh
lived.
man, that is just such a stressful jump. Yeah, that would not work in real life.
No.
But yeah, so that you get a trophy for that. But that's not an easy jump to make. It requires a lot of timing, and like you miss like a foot and you're done, basically, on that. But yeah, so for people wondering what happened to Sean after the events of the Saboteur, there are a few trailers which talk about it. But Sean survives the rest of World War II. He welcomes the American soldiers as they come into France, I believe, and he ends up. What he also does is he ends up building he tries to build a bulletproof vehicle to protect the Pope, but I don't think they went with his design. So Sean's not a real person, but that's just his story in the game on what happens to him. After the war, he becomes a top mechanic. One other thing I gotta show you guys. I'm probably gonna get a copyright claim here, but I really don't care at this point. The club has been reopened. And if throughout the entire game, the Nazis would always sit here in the club. And then when you actually beat the game, they're not here anymore in the club.
That's cool.
I've heard the pigs. I am selling more now than before the war.
So that's pretty much it, guys, there. That's it for the story. We'll be doing a 100% completion stream on this game. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I love this game. Had a lot of fun with this game. Oh, what is this here? Somebody's going to give us something?
Note for you, Roy.
The Belle de Nuit is open for business.
That's a big man. Don't want you running across the map. I want to see the map. Damn. God, I love that. Well, that was fun. Yeah, just wanted to get on, bullshit some, talk a little bit about what I was talking about, state of play, why games seem to be so boring, why the heart of these games don't seem to have replayability, why the big corporations, I mean, just while in the middle of talking, I was talking about this one, it's one of my favorite games, but then big corp EA bought them up and closed them out, even though they released what I consider a masterpiece. So I find that interesting. But either way, most likely I'll have an encore tonight. I'll see you guys through. And everybody have a good day.